Okay, everybody, here we are. We're going to take a look at how we can use a variable as an accumulator. Not a difficult topic here. It's kind of, we've already been using variables as counters, and it's pretty much the same thing. It's just technically different. A counter would be added to by a constant amount, whereas an accumulator is accumulating stuff in a variable. It could be added to different amounts. It actually could be subtracted to from. We could do various things with that. So here we have a program which is a little sandwich ordering form here. So we pick a large or small sandwich here. If it's a radio button, we can only pick one, and we have check boxes for different toppings so we can pick different things. Let's take a look at the code once here real quick. Notice that all the prices of the different things on the form here are a constant that's set to some decimal quantity, which really makes sense to do it that way, because if you're ever creating a program like this, which a lot of programming is these little programs that just take orders and do stuff like that, having these as constants up here that could be changed in one place saves you the work of, you don't want to have to go hunt down where is the lettuce in this program when you want to change the price of it. You just want it to be right at, all these things are right at the top of the program, so if I needed to edit something in here, it's all right in there at the top as a constant that I would change as a programmer. Alright, so we've got all these different items they could have. They have a cost to them, and then we have this right here, the total price of the sandwich. This is an accumulator. Okay, now sometimes, like with counters, sometimes we set them as static. This one is not going to be that way, because we're going to calculate the total price. Every time they click the place order button, we want the total to get recalculated. So we'd actually redimension it, reinitialize it to 0. By the way, even without a 0 here, it would default to that, right? But it is good form to put that in there because we're using it as an accumulator. And basically all this thing does is it's going through and checking with if-thens, checking if the checkbox was checked, and if it was, adding to the total price. Okay. Now one thing this program does have in it also is if everything's checked and it's a large, they get a discount, and you'll notice here that total price is then subtracted for the discount. So because we're subtracting from it at one point, adding to it, adding various amounts to it at other points, it is technically an accumulator and not a counter, and that's kind of basically the difference. Notice here we're using our shortcuts to typing this in. Wherever we see plus equal or minus equal, if we type that all out, it's the same as typing DEC total price equals DEC total price plus DEC cheese or whatever right up here. But by typing the plus sign in front of the equal sign there, our program knows that, and makes it a lot easier for us to type all it in. So take advantage of that shortcut. Here again, we're using our line continuation character here to make this logic statement easier to understand and read. This thing would trail off a long way off to the right, and by putting that little underscore there, we've just made it so it's pretty quick and easy to see that we're looking for, if all these things are checked, they get a discount. So if we pick some items here and place our order, it gets a price. Let's actually pick everything. Oh, not quite everything here, and that's going to be $4.95. I just want to see if our discount works. And actually, yeah, the discount is 50 cents less there with that because it subtracts that for the discount. One thing I don't like about this program at this point in time, it's just a demo, I'd add some things to it, but if the user changes some things here and doesn't click the place order button, they might be confused about the price if they change their mind. So what we'd actually another thing you'd maybe want to do in this program is for these check buttons, not only do you have click events for them, but you can go in here and have a check changed event or a check state changed event where you can maybe clear out the answer so the user wouldn't possibly be confused about the price. So another pretty simple, quick and easy topic here, but a couple things that you can utilize in your programs from here on out.